Today we're on Minecraft.
Today we are on Minecraft, and we are going to show you
how to build a castle.
Guys, this is Ryan Works here. Welcome to my first Minecraft video, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build a castle. Alright, so this is what my castle looks like, and this is just the basic form here, and I'm going to show you how it's done. Okay, so from the beginning here, I started with a line of just stone bricks, and you can use whatever it is you want to use, and I went 24 long across the front edge. It's 24 bricks wide, and then I went up 2 or 3 bricks, and I put a door in here. I put some steps in there. Okay, I put 2 doors in, and then I followed it up, and here I actually flipped some stairs upside down in order to make this nice and even across the top. And there's a door that goes down in here, and you can put a ladder, or you can put a door, you can put stairs, you can put whatever you want, maybe a spiral staircase in here, but that's what I put in. And then no real purpose for it other than looks, but you could build it in your game. This is just a small, real basic castle, and it gives us some cool stuff to have in our world. Okay, it'd be a pretty neat looking house to have. I used some brown tinted glass here to make the windows, and then I got some rustic looking doors over here that I thought were good for the castle. And then that opens up into my courtyard here, and this is my courtyard. And I could put whatever I want in here. I could put stairs down to a dungeon. I could put some chests around here and stuff to make it look more like a lived-in castle, but this is kind of a blank slate, so I can show you guys a video. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move around, and we'll show you some different looks you can use to decorate your castle after you've got your main castle built and some turrets going. So I went ahead and did my main front, and then I worked my way into the turrets, and so here I have my forest castle. Maybe say you wanted to build your castle in a forest. You could look something like this. Okay, and you could have a walkway leading up that opens up into a beautiful foresty castle. I used some mossy blocks and some vines, and these vines, they actually they keep growing as time passes. They'll keep growing, and you just place them up to the top, and they'll grow on down. And then if it gets too much for you, you can always just come over and break it away and make it look. Trim your hedges, make it look exactly how you want. If I want to get it off my windows there. Oh, broke my window. Yeah, we'll put a piece of glass in there for now. But oh, someone else broke one of my windows too, huh? My mouse is a little clicky today, so. But anyways, that's my foresty castle, and I put some potted flowers and color arrangements up on top, and thought that was kind of neat. I'll show you another example of one of the castles that I made over here. So this is what Alora likes to call the real castle. Okay, so here it is, and it's got a nice long runway up to it. Maybe this would be like for a festival or something like that. I got some wool carpet on the ground here, and then I just put in some signs, and I angled them. I didn't do anything special. I just tried to angle them relatively the same, so it was symmetrical as you walked up. As we get to the castle, I got a nice amount of torches everywhere. People can see it. I got some more flags up there, and then I have some stables for parking your horses here. And Alora would like me to tell you that she also has a castle that you guys can check out.
It's called the Cat Castle.
It's called the Cat Castle, according to Roman here. There's that brown quartz brown glass I was looking for. So go ahead and check out the Cat Castle, and I'll put a link in here for the Cat Castle. You guys can check that video out. I'll let Alora make that video shortly here. Okay, so
I'm gonna make my own
that's what
video.
I got up there, and
I'm making my own video.
it just goes into here. It's getting a little dark out here. Let me. Oh yeah, look at that. In the sunset, pretty decent looking castle going on here in the sunset. You guys can see it. Okay, I'll turn the light back on.
You're supposed to put a space.
Like that?
Yeah. Game mode.
There we go. Okay. Getting back familiar with Minecraft. I took a break for a little while. One of my new games came out,
And
Monster Hunter
my
4.
video.
Go ahead and leave me a comment if you play Monster Hunter 4. My screen name on there is Thomas.
Minecraft castle.
I don't know what the numbers are, but on this castle I decided to build a little moat under Alora's guidance. I got some water on this side, some obsidian in the middle there, and some lava on this side. So whatever you want to put in there, that's what you can put in there. And then I have my bridge here, which I built with some cobblestone stairs, and some mossy bricks, and then I went ahead and put a cobblestone wall across the top to make it look like a bridge, and I think it looks pretty good there. So you can just walk right across. I used some chiseled bricks here and some broken bricks to make it look like it was nice and new, but there was still some damage to it. I just thought it was something neat you guys could do on any of your castle designs. And I used some item frames here, and if you can actually click to rotate whatever item you put in there. So that was my little emblem that I made for this particular castle, and I think it worked out pretty well. So I went 6 wide on the bridge, 6 blocks wide on the bridge, and you can see it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across the top there, and 2 more on the bottom, and leave some room. I could have pushed this out a little further away from the castle, but it works out just fine. So I left it there. I think it looks pretty good. Over here we had some some pre-designs that we had worked out. This was my original design. I just threw some bricks down to see what kind of dimension I was going to need to get the castle I was looking for. And this is actually a U.S. Army engineer crest castle. Is the basic design for all of this. Is what I went off of. So if you're an engineer in the Army, you go ahead and tell me how close my castle is to an engineer castle. You think it's close? You think it's way off? And show me if you think you can make a better one. I had started working on some more detail, in-depth turrets here, but it was just more of a project than I wanted to do. I'm sure you guys can come up with some really creative stuff on your own and experiment with some different sizes, different doors, different designs. So leave me a comment and a link to your castles, and let me know what you guys come up with. But I hope this video helps, and that's how I made my castle in Minecraft. Okay, in my last video segment there, I was showing you guys my castle, and what I really want to do was show you guys how to build a castle, and we didn't get into that. I showed you, some basic dimensions and the width of the castle and some different designs, but I didn't show you how to make it. So here I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make the castle. Okay. Fill this in here. Alright, and you guys can go ahead and figure it out from there. Couple of blocks on top. And that's that. Make it symmetrical all around all four sides. And that is how to build a castle in Minecraft.
Minecraft.